Hello, my name is Fiona Sheriff, and this presentation today is about the Duke of Edinburgh Award and why you should encourage your child to do the award. So, as I said, my name is Fiona Sheriff and I'm the Duke of Edinburgh Award Manager here at KC. I'm a Gold Award holder myself, and I've been the Duke of Edinburgh Manager at Kingsthorpe College since 2016. Before that, I was involved in running the Duke of Edinburgh Award within various schools and the Air Cadet organisation since 2003. So I've got lots and lots of experience in running the award. So you're in really good hands with us here at Kingsthorpe College. So you might have heard of the Duke of Edinburgh Award, or you might not be really sure what it's all about. But one of the key things that it is that it's a life-changing adventure. So by doing the award, you are going the extra mile, learning new skills, getting fitter, making a difference, broadening your horizons and meeting new people. Now, millions of people have already done the award in the UK, and obviously we're hoping to get your children started with it this year. So the key thing is that you learn so many new skills that it supports you in successfully navigating adult life. It's also inclusive, so any young person can do their Duke of Edinburgh Award. And it isn't a competition or about being first. It's about setting yourself a personal challenge and pushing personal boundaries. So for the award itself, there are 4 different sections if you're doing bronze or silver, and there are timescales for each award. So for their bronze, they'll do 3 months of volunteering, physical and skills, and then they'll do an extra 3 months in one of those sections. And they'll do each section for around 1 hour per week over a set period of time. So for example, if they've chosen to do their volunteering for 6 months, they'll do 1 hour a week for 6 months. And that can be things that they do already. It can be things that they choose to do kind of a bit extra at school, like any of the extracurricular clubs. Or it can be things that they want to start brand new. They'll also do an expedition where they'll be walking for 2 days and they'll be camping for 1 night. If they're signing up for their silver because they are in year 10 and they want to do their silver, then this time it's a little bit longer. So they'll do their volunteering for 6 months, and then for their physical and their skill, they'll do 1 for 6 months and 1 for 3 months. However, if they haven't done their bronze before, they'll do an extra 6 months for their volunteering. And this time they'll do 2 expeditions, and they'll both be 3 days and 2 nights. And we go slightly further afield for silver. So we've taken students to the Cotswolds and the Welland Valley. Obviously we can go much further afield if we want to. So for each section, they'll do something slightly different. So for the volunteering, it's all about taking action and making a difference. So volunteering encompasses such a wide range of different activities. So it could be something as simple as being a librarian in our school library. It could be coaching a local football team. It could be doing some fundraising towards the Duke of Edinburgh Award or another charity. It gives them a chance to put themselves out there and do something a little bit different by helping somebody else. There are charity shops in the local area that do take on Duke of Edinburgh Award students as well. They'll do a physical section, and this time it's a chance for them to focus on their health and their fitness, and they'll have lots of fun along the way as well. So it could be something they already do. So if they play for a football team, a rugby team, if they do gymnastics or dance, then that's already included in there. It could be that they want to start something new. They might want to take on a new sport or maybe start doing the park run at the weekend. And it can be a team activity or something on their own. In fact, the physical section can be something as simple as doing home workout videos or going for a walk each week. They'll do a skills section, and again, skills is really, really broad. So it could be something that they already do really well and they want to improve it further, like cooking or painting. It could be something that they just have a little bit of an interest in and they want to find out a bit more about it. It could be something that they're already doing. such as playing a musical instrument. There are so many different skills that you can do for your Duke of Edinburgh Award. And the final part is the expedition, and this is a bit that all the students usually look forward to the most. So students will plan their expedition, they will choose an aim, something they want to achieve whilst they're doing it. They'll do training, and then they'll spend for their bronze 2 days and 1 night away. And we do walking expeditions here at Kingsthorpe College. You may have seen that other schools might do different expeditions, but we focus here on walking. For each section, students will record evidence of their progress, and we use a website or an app called DofE, which is the official way to record evidence for the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So their evidence could be photos or videos of what they've done, a short write-up to say what they've done that week. So for example, it could be that they played a football game, they could talk about what position they played in, how long they played for. We find that the mobile app is the best way to do this because it's really quick and easy just to upload a photo on there, and generally they carry their phones around with them every single day, so it's not as if they have to remember something else. So we ask students to record each week just because then they have lots and lots of evidence to show what they did for each section, so that their assessor can easily sign them off when it comes to the end of the time frame for that section of the award. So for the expedition phase, they'll be in teams of between 4 and 7, and students will usually choose those teams. They will plan out a route using an ordnance survey map, and they'll walk that route with their team. And we use something called remote supervision. Remote supervision is when we're not walking with them, but instead we'll meet them at checkpoints, or we might kind of follow their route a little bit and then divert from them and meet them halfway along it. We're not with them all the time. The whole point of the expedition is about them being independent. They might get lost, and that's a usual, normal part of it. We teach them how to get unlost. They'll need to be self-sufficient for that weekend as well, which means they've got to carry absolutely everything with them. So please don't pack them with, a giant inflatable mattress, because they would have to carry that. The equipment that they carry also includes a tent. Now, it won't just be one person carrying that tent. The tent will be split up amongst the team. So the expeditions are a real team effort, and it's really, really important they understand that they do need to be self-sufficient. So that does mean as well carrying all of their food. So please don't pack them off with lots of tins. So the Duke of Edinburgh Award does come with a cost, and the sign-up fee for it is a price that is set by the Duke of Edinburgh charity itself. So that's £24 for bronze and for silver, and £30 for gold. That money gets paid straight to the Duke of Edinburgh charity, and it pays for their sign-up pack. And they get sent a lovely pack in the post which tells you all about the award, and it has things like a discount card in it for lots of the major camping shops. Now, we are very, very fortunate at Kingsthorpe College that we do have lots of trained assessors and supervisors for the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which means that we can set a very low price for our expeditions compared to other providers in the area. We're one of the cheapest schools in the country in terms of our Duke of Edinburgh cost. Our expeditions themselves, for bronze, they cost between £5 and £15, and that depends on where we camp. So we usually try and stay on scouting campsites, and the money that we take from students will pay for the campsite, the minibus, and any equipment that we use. So anything like the gas canisters that run out, that money goes towards buying more for next time. For our silver DofE expeditions, they cost a little bit more. That's because we're going away for longer and we need to travel much further. So these cost between £15 and £30 for each expedition. And again, that will pay for the minibus, the equipment, the campsite. We don't charge for anything else. On some expeditions with other schools, you'd have to pay a separate assessor's fee, but because we have those trained staff, it means that our expeditions can be much cheaper. The gold expedition, the cost for that will be set by students, as they have to arrange their expedition themselves. So depending on how far away they go and how much fundraising they do, the cost will basically rely on that. Now, if the cost is a worry, then please do come and speak to me. We don't want any student to be excluded for financial reasons, and there is grants available from the Duke of Edinburgh Award, which can go towards the cost of the expeditions. So in terms of the kit, there is a Duke of Edinburgh expedition kit list that is on their website. Now on there, some of the equipment they suggest that you buy can be quite expensive. Now we have no set brand or anything like that we want students to buy, but they will need the following. So they need some walking clothes and some walking boots. Now we say walking boots rather than trainers just because they're a lot more waterproof, and the Great British weather usually means that it rains on us on a Duke of Edinburgh expedition. So we don't want students to be wearing jeans, they're just not very comfortable to be walking long distances in, or if they get wet again, they're not very comfortable. They'll need waterproof trousers and jacket, they'll need a first aid kit, they'll need a knife, fork and a spoon and a plate because they will be cooking their own meals. They'll need a sleeping bag. Now we would say the mummy style ones just because they're a lot warmer than the kind of traditional rectangular ones. They'll need a water bottle. That doesn't have to be a specific water bottle, you know, a 2 litre Volvic bottle is absolutely fine. They'll need food to last them for the whole weekend, and we do a lot of training on food so students will know what they need to bring. They'll need a roll mat to sleep on. They can be the inflatable ones, but remember students do need to carry them, so they do need to be quite small. They'll need a towel and a wash kit. They'll need a tea towel and washing up liquid to wash up anything that they use. They'll need a torch because obviously we're on a campsite, and if they want to go to the loo at night, they may want to see where they're going. And they'll need a waterproof bag to go inside their rucksack. Again, this doesn't have to be any particular brand, and in fact a large plastic like garden waste bag is perfect. So we can provide large rucksacks. We do have a limited number of those though. So if you do want to buy your own rucksack, you want one that's kind of around 70 to 80 litres, just because it needs to fit absolutely everything in it, and a sleeping bag does take up quite a lot of room. We provide the tents for all students. We provide gas and a small cooker. We provide mess tins for them to cook in, and we can provide rucksack covers as well, just so we know that their bags are nice and waterproof. Again, if you want any advice on any of his kit, any kit that's on here, please do come and speak to me. Got lots and lots of experience in buying the kit for the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So why should they do their award? Well, there's a picture there of me and the actress Celia Imrie, and that was me picking up my long service award in 2018. I'd been running the Duke of Edinburgh Award for 15 years at that point, since I was actually 15 years old on an air cadet unit. There'd be no way that I'd be spending the last 15 years of my life dedicated to running the Duke of Edinburgh Award if it wasn't for what I got out of it when I was young myself. So I had lots of fun. I got to meet people that I'm still friends with today. And in fact, the Duke of Edinburgh Award is still brought up whenever I go for any kind of interview. And it's got me jobs right up until the job that I got at Kingsthorpe College. So it is something absolutely worthwhile, and when students go on to apply for their college or university courses, or even, you know, their first part-time job, it's a real talking point, and it shows employers that they've gained skills not just from being in school, but they put themselves out there to go and do something else as well. It will enable them to stand out from the crowd. But most importantly, those memories and those skills that they learn on their Duke of Edinburgh Award, they're going to last a lifetime. So I'd absolutely recommend the Duke of Edinburgh Award to anybody. And even if they don't complete it whilst they're at school, they have until they're 24 years old to complete their award. So there's plenty of time. So when will they start then? So we've already started the silver and gold, and that'll be on a Friday week B, and that's with me. The Year 9 bronzes, they will start on Monday the 4th of October, and that's after school in H4. The Year 10 and 11 bronze will be on Wednesday the 6th of October. So we'll do separate clubs for Year 9 and Year 10/Year 11, just because the number of students that obviously want to complete their award. Now, if there's a problem with those days, for example, if they're doing another club, then obviously we can switch those days over. So, for example, Year 10 could go to the Monday club if they need to. Now, attendance at the Duke of Edinburgh Club is really, really important because all the skills and the training for the expedition will be carried out in that club. So they'll complete a programme of training which is going to include map reading and navigation, obviously really important for the expedition, cooking and using the cooking equipment that we have, putting up tents, packing bags, the equipment that they'll need, first aid and team building. Obviously, if they can't attend for any reason, we will be pushing things on Teams as well, so they can have a look at what we did and catch up, so know for next time. And finally, if you have any questions, please do email me, or if you'd like me to give you a phone call, just send me a quick email with your number and I can give you a call. There will be letters sent out soon which give instructions of how to pay and how to sign up. But I'm really, really looking forward to starting the Duke of Edinburgh Award with your children. And I hope that soon we can meet in person closer to the expeditions to go over them in a little bit more detail. Thank you very, very much for listening, and I will see you soon.